Considering buying broadband from italk Telecom, in this video, we reviewed italk to see if they're any good, based on their download and upload speeds, Wi-Fi router, customer service, and more. But before we begin, make sure to click the link in the description to the italk website and put in your postcode to see what deals they're offering at your address, and to find out what prices they're charging at the moment. So the first good thing about italk is their customer service. We've had a really good look through their customer reviews, and generally they do really well. Their team is UK based and quick to pick up the phone when you call them, and generally customers have quite good interactions with their team. They also keep an eye on these reviews, and they reply to the negative ones pretty quickly, which is good to see. Also, from looking through the negative reviews, there aren't really any concerning patterns we can see. People aren't really reporting issues with the service, and generally their speeds and Wi-Fi signal are pretty consistent. And if you do have issues, their team is pretty quick to help. They're a lot more responsive than some bigger broadband providers, like Virgin Media for example, in part because italk is a smaller company, so they can pay more attention to each individual customer. The other good thing about italk is they don't increase your prices mid-contract like most other major providers do. You can see here, during the initial 24-month commitment, they won't raise your prices, so you'll only pay this amount every month while you're in the contract. With other providers like Virgin Media for example, your price will increase every April by quite a lot, nearly 4% with Virgin. But with italk, your monthly costs are a lot more clear, which is good to see. So the first downside to italk is, in most areas, they don't offer ultra-fast download speeds, and they don't have many speed packages to choose from. At most addresses, once you put in your postcode, you'll have the choice of these two packages. For fibre 100, which only comes with up to an 80 megabit per second download speed, so I think calling it full fibre 100 is a bit misleading, and full fibre 250, which is the same thing, only offering a download speed of up to 220 megabits per second. And for some reason, they've repeated the two packages here, with more expensive pricing. We think these are sale offers, but there's not really much point in still showing these two more expensive packages when you can get these discounts here. But the main issue is, you can't get fast download speeds. For example, with Virgin Media, at the exact same address, they have 4 different packages that offer faster speeds than italk's fastest plan, with a 264, 516, 362, or 1130 megabit per second connection. So the other thing you might have noticed about italk is, given the speeds they're offering aren't amazing, their prices are a bit high. Their 220 megabit plan at the moment costs £40 a month, but with Virgin Media, you can get a faster speed for just £26 a month. Or you can get their fastest plan at most addresses, Gig 1 with 1130 megabits, for just £35 a month, cheaper than italk's much slower plan, with about a fifth the download speed. Their 80 megabit plan is more reasonably priced, but is still pretty expensive given what you get, and both of these deals come with an upfront fee, which most other providers don't do these days, on these sorts of long-term 24-month contracts that italk is using. For example, with Virgin Media, there's no setup fees on any of their deals, even though they only come with an 18-month contract. So really, in most cases, italk isn't very good value for money. Remember, click the links in the description to the italk and Virgin Media websites, and put in your postcode to see what deals italk are offering at the moment, and to find out if Virgin Media offers better value for money. Given the relatively high prices they're charging, the router italk sends you isn't very good. This router isn't awful, but many other providers offer better routers at the moment. The main issue with it is, it only supports Wi-Fi 5, rather than more modern standards like Wi-Fi 6 or Wi-Fi 6E. This means if you have a large house, your Wi-Fi signal might begin to drop off at the furthest points from the router, and your speeds might begin to slow down as well. There are 4 gigabit Ethernet ports included, which is good, but these days other providers like EE are shipping more modern Wi-Fi 6 routers, and it's not helped by the fact that italk doesn't offer any mesh Wi-Fi add-ons or Wi-Fi boosters, meaning you'll have to supply one yourself and set it all up if this router isn't going to be enough for your Wi-Fi needs. If you want a better Wi-Fi setup, click the link in the description to the EE website and check out their broadband deals. And also, take a look at our reviews of their SmartHub Plus and SmartHub Pro Wi-Fi routers you can find on our channel. Another downside to italk is just their lack of add-ons at the moment. As we touched on before, there aren't any mesh Wi-Fi options or boosters or anything like that, and as you go through the checkout process, there aren't any other options either. italk used to be really well known for their phone calling add-ons and their cheap line rental, but since switching to full fibre broadband, these call bundles aren't available to buy anymore. So really, it's only broadband that italk is selling at the moment, without anything else you can add on to it. In most cases, we wouldn't recommend buying italk broadband. Although their customer service is good, their plans can be a bit expensive, given how basic they are, and the Wi-Fi router they're including. But really, the biggest issue with them is they don't offer ultra-fast download speeds, and the packages they do offer are pretty vague about the speeds they're actually going to give you. With a provider like BT, they're a lot more clear about the download speed you can expect to receive, and also the minimum speed you can expect before you're entitled to call them up and get support. In most cases, we think EE Broadband, BT Broadband, or Virgin Media are a better choice than italk Telecom. Remember, click the links in the description to all of these providers' websites to compare their deals and see which offers the best value for money when you're considering buying. And if you have any questions about italk or choosing a broadband provider more broadly, leave a comment below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.